Okay, so we're gonna look at our trade today in EURUSD, and we were able to bag a 1.6R for that trade right now in the 4-hour time frame. In the daily time frame, we see that price just bounced off of this trend line for the 3 touch points over here once last year in November, and we had one in March, and then finally here at the end of June we had that bounce. And so we were quite hesitant to look into EURUSD for this part of the price action, as it was quite consolidative. But when it broke out of that over here and created that new invalid area of demand, we were now interested to look for longs. And so it broke out of there at the end of July, and so price came up, and we noticed that there are still some descending highs over here that have not been swept, and we believe that price would go up there first before doing anything else. And we see that there were areas of liquidity that were left behind over here and over here within that new and valid area of demand in the daily time frame. However, we see that price was very impulsive, especially if you look at the DXY, the dollar. You will see that the dollar has now taken liquidity over here, which was at the start of August, swiped that liquidity and changed character on the way down. And so with that, we had the cue for us to look for longs in Euro USD. And so we did not wait for price to come lower into that area of demand in the daily time frame. Instead, we were looking at the opportunities that were already present here in this higher part of the price action to determine that price was indeed ready to go up from there. Was the fixed range volume profile when drawn from the swing low to that swing high. We see that the most number of participants were over there during that consolidation phase. And so when price went down into that area of liquidity, we noticed that price just wicked that area, which was liquidity. And then we also see that RSI divergence being formed there, meaning that it was oversold at that price, in line with the volume profile, which had the most number of participants. After it swiped that liquidity, price went up and changed character in the 4-hour time frame with that fractal break and went down. However, we entered already at that point, and after just one day, we see price going aggressively into our TP, and we just targeted here just the previous high. And that was it for this trade. And this was a very cooperative trade in line with the weakening dollar, as well as the hawkish nature of the European Central Bank, which I do believe that the euro will indeed continue to go higher until it reaches, as I said, these descending highs over here.